So get your things ready if you want to use your towel or your blanket for your seat. And then if you want to get blocks, I'll give you some ideas how to use them. And then when we go into our final resting pose, I'm just going to ring the bowl 3 times. I'm not going to talk you through coming out of it. When you hear the bowl, then you're just going to slowly transition yourself out to a seated position. All right, so from there, we'll start our meditation. So just wiggle yourself in, get comfy, get tall, and relaxed. Let your hands land anywhere they like. And then just play around with, do they just naturally go palms down or palms up? See what you want to do today. And then let's everyone take a nice big inhale together and get relaxed. And with your exhale, also just let it be really relaxed. And then we'll just stay with this breath for about a minute. And one last long inhale and exhale. And then go ahead and open up your eyes. So for our warm-up today, I'm going to introduce you to another way that we're going to use our arms in our sun salutations. So just imagine that we're in standing position and our arms are by our side. But for the sake of the warm-up, we're going to take our arms a little bit out to the side. And then when we're again standing, we're going to inhale and reach the arms up a little higher than shoulder distance, like you're a gymnast. And then you're going to bring your palms together in front of your heart, prayer position. And then you take your palms apart to shoulder width. And then you reach your arms up. Take a big reach. And at this point, we would take a big swan dive down with the arms out. And then we're going to fold forward. All right, and then just lift up your chest. So I'll just incorporate that into the warm-up and adding on some other things. So hands out to the sides, inhale, reach those arms up like a gymnast. Exhale, bring the palms together at prayer position. Inhale, hands come apart. Exhale, reach up nice and tall. Inhale, take your arms back behind you, lean into your fingertips and lift your heart up. And then exhale, look forward and walk your hands forward and fold in. And then inhale, lift your head up, hands behind you, undo your crisscross and do it the other way. Move your prop out of the way if you want. We'll do that 2 more times. Hands to the side, inhale, reach them up, just past the shoulders. Exhale, bring them together in prayer. Inhale, take them apart. Exhale, reach them up to the sky. Next, inhale, take your hands behind you and then lean into the hands to lift that chest up, take a little back bend, and then exhale, tuck your chin in and fold in for a forward bend, hands behind, in front of you. Inhale, lift your head up, hands behind you, undo your crisscross the other way. 1 more time. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, arms come apart. Exhale, arms reach up. Inhale, arms behind you. Take a big back bend, lean into your hands. Exhale, tuck your chin in, take your hands forward and take a forward fold. Inhale, lift up again. And then let's change the crisscross one more time. All right. So from there, just go ahead and flip yourself to your tabletop position. And then just sitting yourself back onto your heels for a moment. So remember when we played around with showing off our muscles and we're toning like we're Arnold Schwarzenegger? So I want you guys to do that when you're doing your push-ups. Every muscle in your body is going to be toned and flexed, except your face. You can let your face relax. So, and also don't let your shoulders dip forward. And we're not going to go any lower than elbow height, okay? So let's start from tabletop. So with tabletop, we're just going to do it without very much load on the shoulders. We just want to play around with letting the elbows go straight back and close to the body. So just 2 of them. Bend your elbows straight back and kind of keep them close to the body. Chest comes down, and then you push yourself back up. Take 1 more, bowing down, and then coming back up. Now it's going to get a little bit more challenging because we're going to add more weight onto it. You're going to move your knees back like you're in a modified push-up position, shoulders over the wrists. So here we go. We're going to tone everything. And when you're coming up from the down part of your push-up, I want you to think about pushing the floor away. You're not just trying to get your body up, you're pushing the floor away. Okay, here we go. Just 2 of them. Ready? Bend your elbows, come down to your place, and then push the floor away. And then come down once more. Push the floor away. Have a quick little rest. Stretch your hips back to child's pose. And then we'll come forward again. This time we'll add a little bit more effort by picking the toes up. If you don't want to pick your toes up, you can keep them on the floor. Just 2 of them. Let's go for it. Bending the elbows to come down. Pushing to come back up. 1 more, come down. Push to come back up. Take a quick little rest in an active child's pose. And then shift yourself forward again. Now we're going to try a full push-up position. If you want to, you're going to lift your knees. And I find here, if I really plant my toes to the ground and I push back into my heels like I'm trying to push my heels into a wall, it's going to help with that toning. Okay, ready? Just 2 of them. Come down, push back up. Just 1 more to go, you can do it. Come down, push back up, and go to down dog from there. Okay, awesome. Rearrange yourself, get comfortable in your down dog, and breathe here. Take 2 more full breaths. Okay, we're going to try our hop forward. So just walk your feet about 4 or 5 inches forward and your big toes are going to come together. Let your heels come high and bend your knees. And sort of shift your hips back, let your ribs rest on your thighs. And we'll come forward and back 3 times. On the 3rd one, just hop to the middle of the mat. Okay, ready? Pushing back and forward and 2 and forward. And here we go, you push into your toes to hop yourself forward and stay really bouncy in the knees. All right, from here, you're gonna let your bum come down 3 times and then back up a little, 2 more. And then the last time you push your toes into the ground to hop yourself back and you really spring back into your bent thighs. Awesome, and then go ahead and go back to your down dog. So just playing with that, no right or wrong way to do that. Take a couple more breaths. And now just start to walk your hands towards your feet. Slowly let your heels come down. Let your head and arms be really heavy and relaxed. And get our energy back. And then with your head and arms really super relaxed, you're going to slowly roll up through your spine, pushing into your feet. And that's going to help you lift up And then once you come up, roll those shoulders back, head up, and inhale, reach your arms up just past your shoulders. And then exhale, bring your hands together in prayer position. And go ahead and take a walk to the front of the mat. So leave a little bit of room in the front of your mat. So you got somewhere to put your hands. And then from here, sun salutation to a push-up position. We're going to relax the arms by the side. Inhale, reach your arms up like the gymnast. Exhale, palms together at prayer. Inhale, hands come apart, shoulder width. Exhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale, take your big swan dive all the way down, hands to the mat or the shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands back to the mat, step back, right foot and left foot to a full push-up position, and then tap your knees to the ground. Here we go, keep your toes and your knees on the ground, just 2 push-ups. Go ahead, bend your elbows, push yourself back up again, and bend your elbows and push yourself back up, and then back to downward facing dog. And then once you get to dog, you're just going to shorten your stance a little bit, just a few inches. Big toes come together. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Keep your left heel super high. Same with your hips as you send your right foot forward. Spin your left heel down. We're coming up to triangle. Sweep your left arm back towards your back foot, and then reach your left arm forward, and that's going to bring you all the way up. Both legs are straight. Getting ready for triangle. Inhale, find your front hand to your front leg and your back hand to the sky. And now we're gonna keep moving. Exhale, bend your front knee, and then come up to warrior 2. Another big inhale here. Exhale, let's go to reverse warrior. Back hand down, front arm up. And then we're gonna windmill our arms forward. Both hands come forward and down to the mat. Step your left foot next to your right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, rise up, arms up just past the shoulders. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Another round, arms beside you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, palms at the heart. Inhale, palms come apart to shoulder distance. Exhale, reach up to the sky. Inhale, fold over your legs for your forward fold. Exhale, halfway lift, looking forward. Inhale, hands to the mat, step back with your left foot and your right foot. Ready for another push-up position, tap your knees to the ground. Maybe this time we lift the toes. Getting ready for 2 push-ups. Inhale, get ready. Exhale, bend your elbows to come down and then push right back up. Go ahead, do another one. Push up, put your toes on the ground, lift your knees, and then go back to down dog. Breathing here. Shorten your dog, walk it forward just a little bit, bring your big toes together, and then inhale your left leg high, keep your right heel high and your hips high as you send your left foot forward to a lunge and spin your right heel down. Sweep your right arm back and then sweep it forward to bring you up and straighten out your legs, getting ready for a triangle. Inhale, front hand down and back arm up. Exhale, let's go right into that warrior 2, bending that front knee, come on up. Next, inhale, reverse warrior, back hand down, front arm up. Windmill those arms, left arm forward, right arm lifts and starts to go forward also. Look forward, step your right foot next to your left foot. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold over. Inhale, rise up, arms up just above the shoulders, and then exhale, palms to the heart. One more round to go, letting your arms relax. Inhale, reaching your arms up just past the shoulders. Exhale, palms together, a prayer. Inhale, hands come apart, shoulder width. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, fold over, big swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the ground, step your right foot back, your left foot back. If you want to try the full push-up or any other variation that we did before, here we go, 2 rounds. Everything is toned. Bending the elbows once, push back up. And again, bending and pushing back up. Go back to down dog. Breathe there. Take a couple of breaths there. Shorten your stance a little. Bring your feet a little bit further forward, just a few inches, big toes together. Inhale the right leg high, and then step your right foot forward, and your left heel spins down. Left arm reaches towards your back foot, and then left arm reaches forward as it brings you all the way up, preparing for that triangle pose. And then find your front hand to your front leg and your back arm up for triangle. Next breath into warrior 2, bend your front knee and then come on up, warrior 2. And then the next breath takes us to reverse warrior, back hand down, front arm up. And then you're gonna windmill your hands to the front of the mat again. And then you're gonna step your left foot next to your right foot. And then you're just gonna step your right foot back. And here we go for the other side. Right arm reaches towards that back foot, and then reach your right arm forward to bring you all the way up. Straighten up your front leg, prepare for triangle. Front hand down, back arm up, triangle. Next breath, let's get ready, warrior 2. Bend your front knee, come on up, warrior 2. And then the next breath, that reverse warrior. Beautiful. And then windmill your arms forward, hand down to the front of the mat, stepping your right foot next to your left foot. Bring your big toes together. We're gonna go into a chair flow from here. Keep a nice generous bend into the knees. Sweep your arms beside your hips. Keep your hips low as you bring your arms straight forward in front of you. Take a big inhale here. And then an exhale, straighten your legs as you push your hands down. 2 more, bend the knees, send the hips back, reach your arms forward. And then exhale, push your hands down as you straighten your legs. 1 more, reach forward, hips back, arms forward, stay here. Bring your palms together in front of your heart, prayer position. Let's just breathe here. Taking 2 more breaths. One more. And now we're just going to fold over those legs. Let your legs either be straight or slightly bent. Take a little rest here. Now we're going to come up to standing, so start to lift your head and your heart and your arms as you reach up, straighten out your legs, hands just above the shoulders, and then bring your hands back to prayer position. Okay, now we're going to do our standing series, just like we did in that vinyasa, but we're going to hold the poses. So let's take a soft bend into both the knees. Pour your weight into your right leg as you just gently lift up your left knee a little bit. Keep your right knee slightly bent as you take a gentle step back, nice and slow with your left foot to a lunge position. And then once that back toe lands, go ahead and spin that back heel to the ground. And let's prepare by straightening both the legs to prepare for that triangle. And then go ahead and bring your arms out shoulder height. All right, and then just feeling your foundation here first. And then with an inhale, reach your front hand forward and your back hip can start to move backwards. And just pause there in midair. Just find that reach. And then the next breath, let your hand come to your leg, your front hand down, back arm up. If you happen to have your blocks handy and if you want to play around with them, you can put one block to the floor at the flat end and the other one on top of it at the higher end and use that as a prop just to make your arm longer. And if you don't have blocks, then you have the option of letting the hand rest anywhere on the leg, but it's going to rest lightly. Breathing. Take a couple more breaths. Let's prepare for warrior two. Go ahead and bend your front knee and let that reach of the top hand bring you up to warrior two. Get rearranged in your feet. Go wider if you want to. The wider your feet are going to be, the more you're going to challenge yourself. But you want to try and keep your front knee over the ankle. Keep that nice and steady. And at any time, if your shoulders get tired, you can put your hands to your hips. Just gazing wherever your neck is most comfortable. Take another couple of breaths here. And then let's go for a reverse triangle. Straighten out your front leg and put the weight into your back foot as you reach your back arm down, front arm up. And then we can even out the weight in both the front and the back foot. Really thinking about the reach upwards. One more breath. And then we'll turn this into a reverse warrior by just bending that front knee, keeping that reach. And let your back hand also just be really light on the leg. One more breath. And then let's do that windmill now. Take your arms to shoulder height. Maybe if you need to move your back foot forward a little to feel more steady. And then the back arm comes up and forward, and then both hands land to the mat. And then let's step it back to a downward facing dog. Breathing here. And now walk your feet a little bit further forward, just a few inches, big toes together. Lift your heels, bend your knees, shift your hips back just once, and then hop yourself forward. Anywhere you land is perfect. And then inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold over again. Inhale, start to come up, lift your heart, your head, your arms, reach your arms up, straighten those legs, and bring the hands back to the heart. Let's step forward to the front of the mat if you didn't quite make it there. And then from here, we're gonna take it back into another chair pose. So let your arms relax. So we'll do 3 chairs. Send your hips back, send your arms forward, and then straighten up as you press your hands down. 2 more, reach forward and straighten up. And once more, reach forward and hold it here. You can try it with your feet together if they're not already there. See which works better for you, feet together or feet apart. And if your feet are going to be together, let's bring our hands to our heart. If your feet are going to be together, your knees will also be together. Take another big inhale here. Now we're going to come to standing. As we come to standing, straightening the legs, put your weight into your left leg, lift your right knee, and then just put a little micro bend into that left knee. Nice and slow, like we're going in slow motion. We're going to send the right foot back to the back of the mat, getting ready for the other side. Once the back toes land, spin your back heel to the ground.
Straighten out your front leg, getting ready for triangle here. Go ahead, reach your arms out. Find that length through fingertips to fingertips. And then reach forward and backward at the same time as your front hand comes to the front leg or your blocks, as your back arm reaches up to the sky, and you breathe. Two more breaths here. Let's get ready for warrior two by bending the front knee, pushing into the ground to bring your torso up, rearranging your feet maybe wider. The wider they are, the more you're going to challenge. So whatever you're doing with your back foot, you can move it further back or closer to your front foot, but your front knee stays just where it is. The back leg does the movement, the front knee stays over the ankle. If the shoulders get tired, hands can come to the hips. Two more breaths. Next breath, take it to reverse triangle. Shift the weight into your back foot. Reach your front arm straight up to the sky. Back hand to the back leg. Front leg straight, and then even out the weight on both your feet now that you're there. Getting an opening to that left rib cage. Now keeping that reaching up, we're going to take it to the reverse warrior by bending that front knee again. One more breath. And now let's windmill ourselves back to the front of the mat. So back hand starts to come up, front hand starts to come down, and then both hands down to the mat. Shift back to down dog. And right now, if you want to just go right to child's pose, feel free to do that, or you can just stay in down dog. Take another breath. And then everyone, let's bring our knees down to the ground and then just take a quick little stretch back into down dog. So let your hips come towards your heels. All right, let's just try one more hop. So we're going to hop forward. So come onto those hands and knees again, tuck the toes. Remember, super bouncy in the knees. Lift your knees, shift back and forth 3 times, and then again, just hopping to the middle of the mat. And then when you're ready, the push comes from the toes, and then hop and stay low. Yeah, low, get your bum down, and then walk your hands behind you to bring your bum to the ground. All right, perfect. And then go ahead and sit yourself down, and we'll take it into cobbler. So you can put your blanket back underneath you. If that gets your spine a little bit taller and it just feels more comfortable, do that. And then find your hands in front of your shins, and then inhale to lift up. And then exhale, hinge forward at the hip. And you can even push your elbows into the knees if you want to, as you bring your chest forward.
And if you want to just take the hands to the ground, you can do that. And just know that there's so many possibilities, and your body is just going to tell you what to do. Take another full round of breath. And then slowly start to lift up your head and come into a nice straight up position. Take your right knee and flip it over to your left knee. And then just sort of position yourself so that you're just doing that side saddle kind of a seat. And your knees are going to be slightly apart from each other, sometimes called the mermaid or the merman. And then from here, we're going to take a twist to the left side. So inhale to first get really tall, and then exhale, start to twist from the belly, and then move up through the ribs, and then through the chest, and then placing your hands anywhere you want to, and then keep taking your head back behind you. You can anchor your right hand against that left knee for a little more. Keep your torso just where it is, don't move it. You're just going to move your head now to look towards your right shoulder. So we got a twist happening in two different directions in the spine. Breathing there. Take another big breath. And then releasing your hands, and just let your body slowly unwind all on its own. And let's go back to cobbler. And then from there, take another hold on to the shins to lift up tall, inhale. And then exhale, hinge forward at the hip. And maybe you're just going to be upright. That could be perfect for you. If you want to, you push your knees towards the ground, but you don't have to. Find that what works for you. If you want to fold over and keep going and put your head in your feet, you can do that. One more breath. And then inhale to lift yourself tall again, and then take your left knee and flip it over to your right knee. And then just rearrange yourself so you're more comfortable. Your knees are going to be slightly apart. Your left foot is resting on your right foot, somewhere like that. All right. So now that you get settled, first get tall, inhale, and then exhale. Imagine or not imagine, actually work with the belly moving first, and then the middle of the rib cage, and then the upper rib cage. And then your head just keeps going back behind you. You can use your left hand to anchor a little bit on that right knee. One more breath. And then slowly just soften your hands and let your body slowly move forward. All right, let's bring ourselves down to the mat. You can use your blanket under your head, and then we're going to lie down on our backs. So use your hands to support you, and then your elbows, and then come on down. And then we'll just stretch the back of the legs here. So feet will be on the floor. Bring your right knee in towards your chest, and then hold behind the knee as you pull it in. And then you're going to straighten out your leg and push your leg away from you. At the same time, you're pulling your leg, but nothing's moving. You're having a tug of war there. You push your heel towards the ceiling, you're pushing your leg into your hands are pushing into your leg, and maybe you can also just send that left leg straight out. So keep that action happening. Again, it's that toning. One more breath. And then soften your right knee, and let's put that right foot on the floor and bring the left knee in, squeeze it in close to you. And then you're going to push the leg away as you straighten out your arms, push your heel to the ceiling, pull your toes towards you, pushing the leg away, pulling it in, and nothing's moving. Feel free to straighten out that right leg. Keep all of that action happening. One more breath. And then go ahead and soften that left knee, and then let that right leg go straight out as well. And here you can come to your final rest. If you feel like doing another pose though, maybe a spinal twist or something, feel free. Otherwise, just get yourself as comfortable as you possibly can. And then either close your eyes or just keep them open and just not even worry about what's going on with the breathing anymore. Now you're just letting go. And then when you come out of it, I'll just ring the bell and you'll come out all on your own. Stay here for about a minute. And now go ahead and bring your hands together in front of your heart, prayer position. And then go ahead and bow your head towards your heart to close off your practice. And then open up your eyes if your eyes are closed and bring your gaze up. Thanks for practicing with me today, and I hope to see you soon.